The moon hung low in the night sky, casting an eerie pallor over the twisted metal of the theme park's rusted entrance gate. I stood there with my heart pounding, my breath visible in the frigid air. Beside me were my fellow urban explorers, a tight-knit group brought together by our shared obsession with abandoned places and the mysteries they held. The wind whispered through the skeletal remains of the park's entrance arch, and the sound sent shivers down my spine. The place had an aura of desolation, as if it had been forgotten by time itself. It was the kind of place we urban explorers dreamed of, a place that promised to reveal secrets buried deep within its decaying attractions. John, our leader, was the first to step forward. He had been the one to receive the cryptic invitation that had brought us here. With a wry smile, he said, "Well, folks, it looks like we've found our next adventure." I watched as John unfolded the aged piece of paper that had summoned us to this forsaken place. The map depicted a layout of the park, its attractions long abandoned and overtaken by nature's relentless advance. The roller coasters, once a source of laughter and excitement, now lay dormant and entwined with ivy. "We've all heard the stories," John continued, his voice carrying a mixture of excitement and apprehension. "This is the abandoned theme park that's said to be cursed, haunted by the spirits of those who met tragic ends within its gates." Around me, my friends exchanged glances, and I knew we were all thinking the same thing. The legends surrounding this place were chilling, tales of accidents, disappearances, and the lingering presence of vengeful souls. It was the kind of challenge we had all yearned for, the opportunity to uncover the truth behind the whispers. As John spoke of our shared dreams and the promise of adventure, I couldn't help but gaze at the crumbling entrance gate. It stood as a silent sentinel, guarding the secrets of the park. I wondered what horrors and mysteries awaited us beyond those rusted bars. "We've come this far," John said, his voice filled with determination. "Are you all ready for what lies ahead?" Without hesitation, we nodded, a chorus of agreement echoing through the stillness of the night. The invitation had been accepted, and our journey into the heart of the abandoned theme park, with all its rumored curses and vengeful spirits, had begun. As we ventured deeper into the park, the haunting welcome of the entrance gate lingered in my mind. I couldn't shake the feeling that we were stepping into a world where the line between reality and the supernatural was blurred, and the true horrors of this forsaken place were yet to reveal themselves. As we ventured deeper into the decaying heart of the abandoned theme park, a sense of unease hung heavy in the air. The moon's faint glow provided just enough light to cast eerie shadows on the rusted remnants of once thrilling attractions. The park had become a twisted graveyard of forgotten dreams, and we were its reluctant gravediggers. I couldn't help but think about the stories we had heard, the legends that had drawn us here. The tragedies that had unfolded within these rusted gates seemed to echo in the creaking of the old roller coasters and the mournful sigh of the wind through the abandoned ticket booths. Our footsteps, hesitant at first, began to echo through the silence. We moved as one, drawn further into the heart of the park by a morbid curiosity that seemed to defy reason. Each step brought us closer to uncovering the secrets buried beneath layers of decay. As we explored, I couldn't escape the feeling that the past was reaching out to us, its tendrils of darkness slowly creeping into our present. It was as if the very air was saturated with memories, and I found myself drifting into the past, lost in moments that were not my own. I watched as fragments of history played out before my eyes. Children's laughter filled the air, and the vibrant colors of the attractions came to life. The park was once a place of joy, where families created cherished memories. But then, those memories twisted into nightmares. Images flashed before me like ghostly apparitions. The sound of screams replaced laughter, and the park's attractions became instruments of terror. Accidents, tragedies, and the anguished cries of those who met their doom here seemed to reverberate through time. As I snapped back to the present, I realized my friends were experiencing the same unsettling phenomena. Their faces mirrored my own shock and disbelief. We exchanged knowing glances, the weight of the park's tragic history pressing down on us. In that moment, we understood that the rumors were not mere legends. They were a chilling reality. The past had left its mark on this forsaken place, and the vengeful spirits of those who had perished here still lingered, trapped between worlds. We continued our exploration, our senses heightened, and our resolve tested. With every step, we delved deeper into the darkness, determined to uncover the truth behind the curse that bound this place and the vengeful spirits that refused to rest in peace. The echoes of the past became our haunting companions, guiding us further into the heart of the park's mysteries. As the night wore on, the boundary between the living and the dead blurred, and the chilling realization set in that our journey had only just begun. As we ventured deeper into the forsaken heart of the abandoned theme park, the weight of the past pressed upon us like an invisible shroud. The stories of curses and vengeful spirits that had drawn us here now hung heavy in the air. Our determination to uncover the truth had never been stronger, despite the growing unease that gnawed at our resolve. The moon's silvery light filtered through the skeletal remains of the park's attractions, casting long, eerie shadows on the cracked pathways. The atmosphere had become suffused with an unsettling energy, as if the very essence of the park resented our presence. We moved in silence, our footsteps muffled by the overgrown grass, as we followed John deeper into the heart of the cursed place. It was clear that he was driven by an unwavering purpose, a desire to lay bare the dark secrets that had festered here for so long. As we approached the remnants of a decaying carousel, the air grew colder, and an otherworldly chill enveloped us. The carousel's skeletal horses seemed to come to life in the moonlight, their ghostly forms swaying to an unheard melody. It was as if the park itself was beckoning us, urging us to confront its curse head-on. With each step, the weight of the curse bore down on us. We felt the eyes of vengeful spirits upon us, their silent accusations and anguished whispers echoing in our ears. Yet, we pressed forward, determined to break the curse's hold on this place. John led us to a dilapidated ticket booth, its windows shattered and its facade covered in graffiti. It was here that we believed the heart of the curse lay, a relic of the past that held the power to either condemn us or set us free. In a moment of eerie silence, John produced an old, weathered ticket stub from his pocket. It was the very ticket that had admitted an ill-fated soul to the park on the day tragedy struck. With solemn determination, he placed the ticket on the booth's counter, as if offering it as a token of our defiance. As the ticket settled, a low, mournful wail filled the air, and the very ground beneath us seemed to tremble. The curse's power surged, and the vengeful spirits manifested before us in a spectral display of sorrow and rage. Their forms were translucent, their faces etched with the pain of unfinished stories. Yet, amidst the anguish, there was a glimmer of recognition in their eyes. It was as if they had been waiting for someone, anyone, to acknowledge the horrors of the past. With unwavering resolve, John stepped forward, his voice steady and filled with empathy. He spoke of our intent to remember the victims, to honor their memory, and to break the curse that had held them captive. In that moment, the spirits seemed to waver, their anger giving way to a flicker of acceptance. The curse's grip began to loosen, and the park's decaying attraction shuddered as if waking from a long, troubled slumber. As the spirits faded into the ether, their presence no longer a malevolent force, the park transformed before our eyes. The rusted attractions regained a glimmer of their former glory, and the moonlight cast a gentle, forgiving light upon the once-damned place. Our mission had been a success. We had confronted the curse, acknowledged the past, and offered solace to the restless souls that had haunted this place for so long. The abandoned theme park was no longer a place of darkness, but a testament to the power of redemption and the resilience of the human spirit. With hearts filled with both relief and awe, we left the park behind, our journey forever etched in our memories. We had ventured into the heart of the curse, and in doing so, had rewritten the park's history, turning a place of tragedy into one of hope and closure. The conclusion to our exploration had brought a sense of closure and redemption, transforming the abandoned theme park from a place of curses and vengeful spirits into a symbol of hope and healing.